If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back and Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 422. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm Tiffany Electrify Nolan.
I'm James Yacht Dog Yacht.
And I'm Chris Selden 007 Selden.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're back. It's 2020. It's been almost a month, but we're back for a string of shows, at least 2 in a row, hopefully.
Too early. Too early.
You can always hope. You can always hope.
Too early.
But we are back, and we are here with the show, and we're glad to be back. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And girls.
Guys, when you say it to a bunch of people, you can just say it generically. Otherwise, it would
Okay,
be...
then I'm going to just say, hey, girls.
Okay. We're progressive like that.
You can say bitches. That's fine, too.
Yeah.
All right. I like that better.
All right. Well, why don't we just jump right in the show proper? If you're in chat right now and you want us to talk about something during this episode, you can drop it in chat and we will try to bring it up during the show. Other than that, we'll just hop in the mailbag for feedback and questions from last month's episode. And remember, if you
Last year.
Yeah, last decade's episode. Yes. We can go on like this all day. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Banana Monarchy comments. I honestly appreciate the correction last episode. I was under the impression that Selden was super drunk and baked because of all the faux pas that he commits on the show. Certainly learned something new.
No, just a train wreck.
He's just that guy. He's just that guy.
I love this comment. I actually want to get this framed and send it to Selden. This is hilarious.
I don't know if they're just faux pas, though. They're more like blunders.
Some of them are intentional. Some of them, yeah, I definitely fucked up.
No. but yes. So yes, thank you for following up Banana Monarchy. Star Charter comments. I wanted to let you know how much I've enjoyed your show over the years, including the recent changes, and I just want to wish you and your families a happy new year.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. And to you as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now Derek's going to be a dick and say something mean. Go ahead.
It was kind of a run-on sentence. It was hard to read. It should have been broken into two.
Oh, boy.
But Happy New Year, Star Charter. It's nothing personal. Like, I would have probably ended it after including the recent changes, period. I just want to wish you and your families a happy... That would be grammatically correct.
Rage monster.
Oh,
That's all I wanted to say. So, but thank you for the comment.
All right.
That was very nice.
Please make sure that you have an English teacher check your comments before you submit them.
Derek, you should probably write your own sentences grammatically correct.
The first one of the year. All right. Next comment. Vicious One asks, do you plan to rename Still Got Game again in 2020? And if so, are you going to do another contest for whoever comes up with the winning name? I've had a lot of great names pop up into my head lately, but don't want to waste my suggestions if I can win something.
Still Got Game works.
No.
No.
We're never renaming again.
No. Learned our lesson.
never rename. But if you want to make us an intro song.
It's not worth it.
You could suggest like a tagline or like a motto.
Or if you want to make us a new intro that doesn't say Derek D. Smooth Nolan and Joel Dude I Rock Albert. Like, you want to make us an intro, like, we can give you a prize for that.
Or even a new graphic. That would help too.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not going to rename the show. No, that's just too much work. And we fucked ourselves so many times with the renames. So we've learned our life. Fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, we fucking were shameful fucks, and we're not doing it a third time.
Let me just put my design and marketing hat on. Rebranding is the dumbest thing to ever do. You should never rebrand your company.
No.
You can change the logo, which is fine. It's just still a lot of money, but to rename something is no.
Yeah.
Do you think Too Old to Type Radio?
It was such a dumb name to begin with. That was the problem. Like if
that game is good.
If we came out with a cooler name to begin with, we wouldn't have need to rename it. And then the other one, what was our drinking name one called?
Under the Influence?
Under the Influence.
Under the
Gaming
Influence.
Under the Influence. That was a great name until someone else was
Already
also
had
using it at the same time. Yes.
You know what's a great name? Nike. Too bad some other guy.
Someone else
got
stole it. Google, yeah. Join the Google podcast. Yes. So, yeah, we're not rebranding again. We got this pretty much locked up. So
now I want to hear the suggestions, since we've revealed that there's not going to be a rename and no prize. So
Since
yeah,
you
I'd
got
love to hear the
you got
suggestions.
a lot of them in your head. You can just
Yeah,
go ahead
you're-
and spill them in the next comment.
You're free. You're free. Yeah, you're free to shoot at us. Yeah.
just know we're not going to use them unless we're lying and we just want them for free. Okay, no, we're not really not going to use them. Yeah, it was a dumb idea. All right. Last but certainly not least, Altius asks, what do you think about the analyst report this week that is predicting the PS5 will outsell the Xbox Series X next generation? I know the report didn't come from Michael Pachter. It came from Pierce Harding Rolls at IHS Market Technology, but it mentions backward compatibility as a key reason. How much weight do you put on this latest prediction?
Wow.
Because Microsoft's not going to be backwards compatible, like that's the dumb portion of the prediction. First of all,
Why does that make?
I hadn't heard,
But
I
they
hadn't
are.
heard that yet.
Why
Not
not?
gonna be
Microsoft, I
backwards
thought originally
compatible?
said that was going to be backwards compatible
they
over
both
all
have-
three generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
what
both
I
have
thought.
back compat. So
This is
Yeah.
the first time PlayStation's come out to say that they're
Yeah,
probably going to
Play-
support
that-
it more.
it-
But
yeah.
so I guess that's the changer, is that
But-
if all
Yeah.
things are equal, then are PlayStation people just going to stick with PlayStation because they already have games?
yeah,
Probably.
I think that
Yeah.
probably, but I think the other big movement is just like Sullivan posted in the chat about the whole, you're going to buy the new console or are you going to go PC because we're on that Virgins anymore, because Xbox is kind of like play anywhere, so it doesn't really matter if you buy a console or not. So
yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't think Microsoft's really worried about PS5 outselling the Xbox Series X because they are moving towards a more universal platform of both the PC and Xbox playing on the same infrastructure behind it. So
Yeah. And I'll still go back to the point where once I have the new hotness, I don't want to go back and play the old shitness. Like, I don't want to go play something old when there's something new. Like, I don't understand back compat as a selling point. I understand it as a novelty, like maybe once a year you can go back and play an old game, but I don't really give a fuck about back compat. It's not for me. I want to be playing the next games in 4K 60. Like, I don't want to be going back and playing some bullshit down-res ghetto garbage.
I don't know. It depends on what it is.
Take away
Yeah.
take away everything from this question and just make it a simple one. I think the first one is predicting that PS5 will outsell Xbox Series X. I agree. I think it's expected that they're going to come out doing well because they ended the last generation really well.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that if they come out selling better than Xbox, because the shift turned at that one E3 and they haven't gone back since. So they have all those people. I don't think they're planning on leaving. So it would have to be a really big thing for them to jump ship.
Yeah, Microsoft would have to pull some big moves on getting some more exclusive titles to pull people over.
Or it's going to have to be so fucking powerful that even more than people assume it's going to be.
Well, the latest things coming out now is that it looks like the Series X will be the more powerful console at the end of the finish line there, and will that sway people? Like, it would
I don't
sway
think
No,
It's
at
really
this point,
selling
you
it.
have so much brand loyalty that it's so hard to convert people
Yeah, but
how many generations now are we in, and how many games do people now have in their libraries that they don't want to lose with their back compat stuff too?
Well, when the PS4 and the One came out, the PS4 at the time at launch was a more powerful console. So like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna go PlayStation 4 because it's more powerful. Yep. So like, I wonder if those people, the ones that do take that into consideration when buying something, will look at Xbox and be like, oh, well, maybe I'll jump ship this time. I don't know.
Well, here's the question then. Yant, if the PlayStation 5 comes out and it's twice as powerful as the Xbox Series X, would you buy the PlayStation 5 instead?
No.
See? That's called brand loyalty and zealotry.
It's not just brand loyalty. I've been dumping more money into my PC and been wanting to play more PC, and that fact that Microsoft's doing more of the compatibilities and cross-platform play, it makes it more appealing for me to try to push towards the PC, because it really does give you more of the 4K.
The lines are really blurred
all
now.
That stuff before, so.
Like the lines are really blurred now for Xbox and PC. Like I don't really consider myself a PC player. Like I still am Xbox. Like I'm still playing Xbox games just on PC
your
now.
PC.
Yeah, and they do that. They do that so much better than anyone else. Like it's that huge ecosystem, and then when Project X comes out, like it'll even expand even more.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't think hardware is going to be what they're going to be looking at in a few years from now. They're going to be looking at market share of game sales and who's playing what.
And subscription services, and
Microsoft is setting themselves. Microsoft's making themselves up to be like a huge chunk of market share that they're going to be stealing from PlayStation with the route they're going. Yeah. So,
I think this is the generation.
It's not a console war anymore. It's the lines, like Hid said, it's too blurred anymore. Like you technically can play PlayStation games, not all of them, but some like Fortnite. You can play those with your buddies that are on PC or on Xbox. So, I mean, a lot of the lines are being blurred right now. So, at this point, it's just choosing whatever platform, first of all, you can afford. Mm-hmm. Second of all, like, what you prefer, you know?
It's a community war now instead of an actual console war. I mean, it's where you're going to be playing, the environment that you're playing in. Yeah, and I think that's where Microsoft is setting themselves up for, success in that.
Yeah, I think they're setting themselves up the best out of all of them. Like...
What I find is funny is that if you look at the recent PlayStation commercials that have been hitting TV, those are the same commercials Xbox put out 10 years ago with the community-driven games and getting the groups together. Mm-hmm. You look at the PlayStation where they're busting through walls and they're picking up guys that are playing different games on their system. I'm like, you saw that with Microsoft with their paintball war game commercials 10 years ago. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Yeah,
Sony's playing catch up on the community aspect, and I think that's where Microsoft is excelling. So,
yeah, all I know is when I fire up Call of Duty, I see PC players and PlayStation players and Xbox players in my lobby, and everybody's playing. And I will say though, the surprising thing, and I mentioned it before, is I would say 80% of PC gamers that are playing Call of Duty are playing on gamepads and not keyboard and mouse, which is
what game?
What's that?
What game?
Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost all the PC players end up playing with the gamepad, and I'm not sure if it's because they prefer the auto aim stuff versus the.
It could be that they have a controller plugged in, but they're using mouse and keyboard.
I don't know.
To give you the auto aim, that's been a thing for a while.
I don't.
You never heard about that?
No, but they should be doing way better then, because I guess skill-based matchmaking helps that, but they should be doing way better if that's what they're doing.
Maybe.
So
regardless, it doesn't matter. It's the truth. Things are just, you can play. It's where you prefer to play, and if you can still play with your friends, it's all about the community.
Fair enough. All right. Well, great comment or question, Altius. I guess it was a question, but we took it more as a comment. If any of you have questions or comments like these guys, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week? Or this month? Since last show.
So my regular, a little bit of Sea of Thieves here and there. because of the Rise of Skywalker, I really got into a little bit of Star Wars craze there. So I was playing Battlefront 2.
It made some really good updates.
Yeah, there's a big update to it, the Celebration update, I think it's called. And actually, think like the yearly DLC thing for Destiny. Like it's a big update, the big change.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been playing that, the multiplayer, and Jedi Fallen Order, still going through the story.
Nice.
And then PUBG with my friends on our phones. And,
so now you brought your friends into your phone PUBG?
Yeah, because they started seeing me playing, and then we started all playing together, and then it's a thing now.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
do you guys play multiplayer in the same room all on your phones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the weekend, we went out to we did a couple of escape rooms, and in between the sessions, there was like half an hour, 45 minutes. So perfect time for one PUBG match.
Nice.
So yeah,
I was watching one of your clips where your buddy left you down, dying, and you're giving him all kinds of shit. I'm like, I could just see you reaching over and punching him in the arm for leaving you there.
It's funny how all my friends are like, "What are you doing? Go get him!" Like, you let me bleed out.
Nice.
Yes, what have you guys been playing?
Tiff, what have you been playing?
Not much. I really should have been playing more over the holidays, but I didn't. Just a little bit of some Borderlands 3, and then just some Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. I know Derek hates me playing that game. He thinks it's taken over my life. But it's fun. They added clans and stuff, so I've been doing a lot of my daily stuff in that. And then we did sign up for the free trial of the Apple Arcade, so I tried a bunch of different Apple Arcade games, just kind of downloading some various things and just trying them out and seeing what things I like. But this was probably the least I've played, considering I had like 2 weeks off. It just was really busy over the holidays and just didn't get a lot of chance to play a lot of stuff other than on the phone.
It happens. It's a busy season. That's why we didn't do shows. All right, Yanti Yant, what are you playing?
I was sick most of the holiday, unfortunately. I was literally sick from after Christmas until like New Year's practically, so I had the flu. But I did play some Modern Warfare a little bit, and then also played Luigi's Mansion 3.
My
kids and playing that. I really enjoyed playing that. I also got a arcade 1-up Ninja Turtle console, so I've been playing that. Yeah,
now you're a big guy, Jan. So what do you think of the microscopic nature of the 1-up arcade 1-up consoles?
So I can play it with my family. All four of us played. So the fact that it's got all four there, so you can play.
So you have to play on an end?
Because you can kind of sit and it's like you're sitting at your desk. You can kind of sit there and just play. It's more for nostalgia to me because I'm a big, as you probably can kind of see, I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan. So, and if you guys ever watch my stream, you can see my background actually has a bunch of my collectibles. But so I actually liked it. My only complaints about it is I wish they would have upgraded, and I would have paid probably a little bit more, upgraded the actual joystick and buttons.
Yeah.
Okay, but like they don't feel like the original arcade value of it. They're really sloppy.
Yeah, I hear that.
Like, it's so cool. It's like the nostalgia so there. It's just nice to have it. It's not like the
3,000. Is it just
Mike?
Me or
no, your mic's cutting out bad. Yeah,
Jan's cutting out voice wise. Yep, his microphone is dying.
It's like it was running out of power slowly.
Like the battery was dying.
Yeah, like it was on battery.
All right, let's move on to me.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Seldom.
But Jans, I agree. We have two of those arcade 1-up machines at work, and the buttons buttons and sticks are not arcade quality. I'll give you that. So.
Yeah, not to spoil it, but I know we have that story coming up. I was going to ask that same question. How a 3/4 cab is comfortable for a man of Jan's stature.
Yeah.
Well, if you're playing by yourself, it definitely is. But do
you have the risers?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's nice to sit in front of and play. But
all right, fair enough. All right, Selden.
All right, I played through the single player of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Played a few matches of the multiplayer, but didn't get really too heavily into it. Got back into a few heavy days of Destiny. Man, that game, I love that game. It's so much grinding, I know, but it's still fun to play.
No, it's not. Everybody here is shaking their head except for Hit.
Wait,
it's a good game.
Seldom say Destiny's fun. No, even Hit's shaking his head.
But it's too
it's
grindy.
a lot.
It is very
like
grindy.
a job, man. It's
sloppy.
intimidating, man.
It's so sloppy.
It's nice. They made some new changes that have took some getting used to and how you organize your quests and stuff like that. But
I was listening to the Giant Bomb guys, and they were talking about Destiny 2 and like all the updates and everything. And something they said to me really stuck to me, and I'm like, yeah, you guys are so right. Try viewing it from a brand new player's point of view. Can you imagine entering that game for the first time, not ever playing any Destiny, or and you're like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, that would be so overwhelming.
Much to do, like. I don't know.
But there's always something to do. So.
You just keep clicking on them. You could get bounties all day long. Like you could have miles of, and you'll never get them done because, like, unless you're playing full time like a streamer,
right?
Like, it's ridiculous.
But gameplay is still fun in that game, so it was nice getting back in for a few days. Then I moved on to on the Xbox. I started playing through Life is Strange.
Nice.
That's the name. So it's a great little story based game. So I'm enjoying playing that. Most of my time I've been playing World of Tanks on the PC again. Started streaming a little bit of that. That game is just it's very grindy. If you don't like grindy, don't start playing World of Tanks. But it's just a good game to just get in and spend a couple hours playing. So, and then of course the mobile game is Wizards.
And life suck, and that's what Destiny is. Destiny's a life suck. It's not grindy anymore.
Jan's batteries are dying again. So I will. I'll hop in with what I've been playing.
Take them out, rub them.
Blow on the cartridge.
Yeah.
So I've been playing more Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Borderlands 3, and then basically the bare minimum in Wizards Unite and Pokemon Go. Wizards Unite, I do my dailies, or whenever there's an event, I bust that event out in like a day or two. Pokemon Go, less so. I do one catch and one Pokestop a day, and that's it, because that game is getting too... They added too much to it, and it's no longer a casual game. It's a life sync, and then I just play some Toon Blast. Pokemon Go.
Is it life sync?
Oh, with all the new stuff they've added? The game is like...
Compared to Harry Potter?
Oh, Harry Potter's nothing compared to Pokemon Go. Like,
really?
I see these people talking about fucking, yeah, we're going to go fight Giovanni, that fucking bitch, and the fucking this, and I got the 18-step quest, and I blew it, and I didn't get my jizz stone to fucking use to summon Giovanni's giant cock in my face, and all this other stupid shit. Fuck those guys.
Here we go.
Yeah, fuck Pogo. So,
I'm sorry.
So I'll just do my...
I'm sorry, guys. It triggered
so,
world just froze.
Wow.
So I'll just do my one catch and my one Pokestop a day and be fine with that. And like I said,
one side note, I got invited to an EX raid on New Year's Day, and I forgot to go.
Oh,
I realized the next day I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's probably better for you anyway.
Yeah.
Break the chains. And then just Toon Blast when I'm sitting around doing nothing on the couch. That's about it. All right. Well, on that, normally we jump into new releases, but we got nothing out until next week. So we will hop right over into gaming news. And if you're in chat right now, you want to give us a story, let us know, and we'll talk about it. Otherwise, who wants the first story?
I'll go first.
All right, hit.
I'll go the first one. It's fitting for my character. Elgato's new capture card will let you stream 4K 60 footage. If you're looking to future-proof your streaming setup, the 4K 60 S Plus will let you do that. So Elgato and Corsair went on a tear today, announcing a whole bunch of new products.
Everybody has been. CES has been nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. By the way, did you see those new Elgato key lights?
Oh yeah,
ooh.
yeah.
I want to know the price on those, by the way.
$800.
$1 million billion.
They're like smaller, like minis.
Yeah.
So I hope they're cheaper. I don't know. Watch them be like double. Yeah. So this is not their first capture card that lets you record and stream at 4K. They have an internal version. This is an external card that you'll be able to use over USB-C.
And has pass through too, which is nice.
Yes.
So you don't lose your 4K video.
What's cool is it's got this like sidecar SD card slot, so you could go to like an event, plug in their shit if they let you, obviously, and it'll record to the SD card. You can take it home and like.
Doesn't one of the other Elgatos already do that, but not in 4K? Because we've gotten footage at E3 that
none of the Elgatos let you do that currently. You need to hook up like a computer for it to work.
No. Because when we were Tiff, when you played Hitman,
there's AverMedias that let you do that.
Okay, so that's gonna be what it was. Because remember in Hitman, they asked if you wanted to put in your card to save the footage, and we're like, no, we're just here to play games. We're not going to record anything.
But yeah, this is big news for them. I think a lot of people have been waiting for a USB because they don't want to. They don't have
pop open their PC or don't have slots
or they have a laptop or something like that. So yeah,
Price is steep though. $4.
I didn't get to see the pricing on any of their new stuff today.
Yeah, so this thing's $400.
Okay, the other ones I think $500.
It says
the internal.
Yeah, the internals.
Oh, the internals. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's pricey.
I think that's what the article said.
Yeah, it's pricey.
Yeah,
I remember when I got the 4K 60 internal. It was stupid expensive.
Well, anyway, maybe the price drops now.
Maybe.
No.
So wait till holidays next year.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Black Friday.
All right. Next story. Anyone want one?
I'll take the only one that I want to do.
Okay. Thanks for helping.
You're welcome. I don't really like the rest of the stories. And I know you're going to say, then you can just pick them. I know. Beggars can't be choosers. So the one that I'm excited to talk about is The Witcher 3. It hit a new peak player record on Steam in wake of the Netflix show. So I don't know how many of you have watched the Netflix show, but I highly recommend it.
So good.
I've seen the first episode and I'm intrigued. I just haven't gone farther than that
yet. The first 1 to 2 episodes are a lot of character building, a lot of typical, a little slow, typical kind of.
Yeah, but then it kicks in. You just binge the whole show in one day, which is kind of how we roll.
Yeah. So the story is talking about because of the popularity of the Netflix show that it's actually bringing a lot of people back to play the game, or maybe even be new people who are kind of new to the whole Witcher ecosystem that now they're back playing the game and checking the game out. So it's kind of cool that it hit its a record peak. I think it was the highest concurrent players in 3 years or however long ago that game came out. So that's pretty cool. And I'm actually thinking about, gosh, I don't think I ever finished The Witcher 3. Maybe I should go back and
it goes to
why it's playing Star Wars. The Star Wars movie came out and everybody's like, let's play all the Star Wars.
See, exactly.
Exactly.
It's the trickle down effect.
Yeah.
It is. Isn't Witcher 3 also on Game Pass right now?
We probably all have the game for free in some form.
Tiff definitely bought it at the time.
Yeah, I know. I bought it.
I have no interest in the game.
Or they gave it to us free, one or the other. I think maybe they gave it to us.
Xbox Live Gold, Game Pass, Steam sale. I'm sure I have it everywhere.
Yeah, the only thing I remember at The Witcher 3 was I'd come into the room and Tiff is trying to sex up some lady using Geralt, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I almost got her." And I was like, "What?"
Got her.
It's such a dirty game. It was weird, but yeah, all
that was just how I was personally playing the game. There's many different ways.
That was even part of the game. Oh, so yes.
But anyway, I think this is great news for the Witcher franchise in general. So awesome, and I can't wait until there's another season.
Nice. Me too. All right, next story.
I'll take one. Hopefully, I don't go too robotic.
All right.
New Burger Time arcade cabinet and NBA Jam with online multiplayer revealed by Arcade 1UP. Like this, they're getting exciting. Like these arcades are pretty cool. Like the nostalgia's there. Like my wife was worried she couldn't find the Ninja Turtle one because like they sold out within 2 days. It was crazy. So, and the fact that they're now adding some online multiplayer to this is kind of cool.
Not only is it it's local and online multiplayer. So you could have a bunch of 1UP cabs in your place and play, or you could play online multiplayer. Plus, what's that?
Which is cool.
Yeah. Plus, it's not in the story title, but they're also creating the Star Wars sit-down one that's going to do. Well, it's in the story, but not in the title. That has the first 2 Star Wars games where you sit down and have the flight yoke and everything else. Like I said, we have 2 of these at the office, and they're cool. But I just wish, like, for $400, I would pay some amount more to get them 1-to-1 scale instead of 3/4 scale. That's my only.
I would agree with that a little bit. Plus, like you look at that Burger Time one right there, like it shows 4 players there. There's no way you're cramming 4 adults around that front. The Ninja Turtle one's at least wider, so you can at least put 4 adults around it.
Yeah.
Or 2 adults and me.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no way you're cramming those people in that short or that small area for these cabinets. But they're cool though. I mean,
they've done a great job like pairing the games for like the ones with the trackball, and they did all the trackball games. Like they're doing a good job like figuring out what games to pair together for each of these things.
Yeah.
It's maybe there's something, maybe they're not allowed to make a 1-to-1 scale one. Maybe that's part of their deal, is it has to be a smaller version for them to get the license to be able to make these things. Like they can't compete with an actual arcade cab.
Like the smaller version because I think they're easier to fit in your home versus like some type of commercial place. Like I think that they're much more suited for home use. I actually really you can get a couple of them and not be like, oh shit, I spent $1,000 on this little this one thing. I don't know. I think they're cool. I'm actually looking at them right now.
There's a lot of companies out there that do these game type consoles. They're the ones that do a little bit cheaper, but you can do like what they call bar top ones.
Yeah.
That are they're about the same scale. They're a smaller scale, but you can customize it more and stuff like that. I mean, but they're still expensive. They're like $1,000, $800 to $1,000, but you can get like thousands of game on them. So
or a main cab, the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still like I can see getting these smaller ones because then you can put them in a room and you don't have to worry about like you can have all your favorite games instead of having these huge consoles arcade cabinets in your room, which is insane.
The key is you have to buy the risers because when work bought them for the game room first, they came in without the risers and like people are trying to bring over chairs and you can't fit 4 people with chairs, and so then they end up buying the risers for him. But yeah,
well, mine came with the riser, which was nice.
Oh, nice. So now they bundle it with, because it used to be an optional item.
Which I think they should do. They should probably just not have the riser and just make it a little taller. Yeah, and just go with that, because that seems to be more of the norm than adding the riser. I know they're trying to do an extra sales with it, but I think the risers probably can go away and just add the extension.
It may still be something where the cab has to be to that actual scale, and then the riser can be sold separately or packaged separately. So they are cool though, and I'm curious to see how that Star Wars sit down one goes, because that's kind of up my alley. It's the NBA Jam one seems good.
Do we have space for that one? I'm eyeing up a little corner of our basement down here for that one.
We got plenty of space. Yes, we'll fit stuff. Just keep moving out stuff. Who needs couches? Who needs a treadmill? Yeah, kids. All right, next story.
I'll go ahead and grab one. Let's go with the GTA 5 added to the Xbox Game Pass on Xbox One. Definitely one of the best games out there in our at least the last few years. One of the most popular, definitely, has been added to the Game Pass. So I have it downloaded. I haven't got into it because I'm afraid to start playing it again because it's a life sync, I think. But I'm definitely interested in playing it, and I think it's a great pull for them to grab this game on this.
Huge ad, yeah, and it's huge for Rockstar too because a lot of the value add for them is not whatever money they're getting for the downloads on Game Pass, but it's for all their extra stuff they're selling on the side. So, yeah, this is huge. That was a surprise, especially where GTA 5 is still constantly on the top sales lists every month, and it has been for fucking 4 years or whatever. It's nuts. So that's a huge get for Microsoft. Absolutely.
Yeah, huge.
That's the kind of thing that's a game changer. So,
well, I don't know about that, but it is a good thing for Microsoft.
No, it is.
I was going to say it's. Go ahead.
Imagine if the next Xbox launches and on Game Pass they have some of these top tier third party titles in addition to their own titles. You know, now they've obviously shown Rockstar that this can be a lucrative market for them. So we'll see.
Yeah, but they need to get the other games back, like the Call of Duty's back, and I mean, I could just go through a list of games that they probably should bring back. So
we know it's the yaunt bitch fest of things that used to be Xbox exclusives that are now PlayStation.
But you know, that's part of the reason what we're looking at is we're looking at communities and people playing games now. Like you gotta, if you want them to not just sell your console but be on your service, you need to offer the games and some exclusivities to bring those people over.
Yeah, I guess Call of Duty is a bad example because Call of Duty it's such a caustic community where everybody complains about skill-based matchmaking because they no longer get, you know, at 40-1 KPD when really all you ever want in a game is to play competitively with people. You don't want it. It's not fun for someone to go in a game and get their ass handed to them. They want to be matched with people their own skill. That's how you play everything in life. You don't go like out and play with Tiger Woods to go play golf. You go play with your buddies that are all your similar fucking skill level. You don't go bowling with whoever bowl god is. Like nobody even knows those guys. Like they don't even have names, but you don't go bowling with them. You don't go racing against Secretariat. You fucking go with your own kind. Like, so I think skill-based matchmaking is a good thing, but
I feel like the people that complain are the ones that want to play with the shitty players. So they
just want to get their huge. They want to get their fucking juggernaut in the first 30 seconds of the game. Yeah. Yep. But yeah. So, all right. Next story, I'll grab one since I know this one's too inside baseball, so I'll take it. Respawn co-founder Vince Zampella steps in to head DICE LA. Now this is a weird thing. So obviously DICE LA is in need of someone at the helm, and Vince is going to do double duty while still helming Respawn. He's going to be working through as the head of DICE LA to kind of bring them up and try to get them to be a successful subsidiary like Respawn is. So I don't know. Like this is big news. Yeah, this is good for DICE.
Yeah, DICE needs help.
It's interesting.
They need lots of help.
It's saying he's going to act like a coach. So he's going to have like a leadership coach type role.
Yeah,
it's to coach and help them along. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Did it say what they're going to be working on?
I don't think that was in this article, but.
Let's just speculate. Like I assume
Star Wars.
I'm assuming
it's
Battlefront.
It's got to be Battlefront. That's yes.
So I think this is good for.
And look what Respawn just did with Fallen Order. So
exactly. I figure that's what they're trying to do.
Sorry, Skype crashed.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's always two me's are better than none.
No.
So DICE LA is going through a name change and a refocusing of through this whole process.
Yeah,
is that what it says?
Yeah, I'm sure they're still going to have DICE in the name and in the end of all this, but DICE LA is kind of a heavy-handed way of saying it's DICE's LA studio. Like it's fairly heavy-handed, but it's just I can't remember any other time in recent or maybe any history that we've had a co-founder of a company then go on and at the same time, while he's still at that job, assisting and coaching, like Tiff said, if you will, another company of how not to suck.
Well, you're kind of seeing this type of maneuver in movies as well. Like Kevin Feige is now in control of a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Who else is there? I'm kind of wanting to see Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to do a Star Wars movie, because obviously what they did
Johnny Fav did The Mandalorian.
Yeah, like what they're doing with Mandalorian and what Dave has done with Clone Wars and Rebels, like oh yeah, man, if they ever did a movie together. So yeah, I don't know. I think this is a good move. You want some of their success to rub off on their shit that's not succeeding.
Yep. But yeah, it's definitely an innovative move, and I wish them the best. And we love Vince. Like we see him at Packers Party and hang, and that's my name drop. Yep, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
He's a good friend of the show.
Yeah, we have spoken excessively with Vince Zampella many years at Packers Party.
That's another drink. That's 2 name drops.
It's the only time you can talk to him, and yeah. So good stuff. All right, next
Good luck to them.
All right, I'll grab the next one.
All right.
NVIDIA unveils a 360 Hz world's fastest esports display. The Asus ROG Swift 360 will be available later this year. This is a pretty crazy monitor with a crazy refresh rate. The only problem I have with it is it's 24.5 inches.
But you want it bigger.
It's 1080. No, it's just 1080. Like I don't know. It's 2020 now. I feel like 4K has got to be the
minimum. The
minimum now, or like start to be the default.
Yeah.
Right. This is the decade this becomes default. So why introduce?
Especially when it's pushing 8K now. So
right. Yeah. It's just I don't know. Like I don't know why. I don't know why they went with a 10K with a 1080p. I don't know.
Yeah,
because they probably realized you don't need 4K on a monitor. But okay,
it's a small screen too. It's not like a 27 or a 30. So, and for esports, they always claim it's not the resolution, it's the refresh. Right. So, I'm sure that we'll see this year at PAX East, because Asus Republican Gamers always has a giant party that we go to, and that's where we sat in their giant spinny chair last year, and all they show off all their latest tech, so I'm sure it's going to be there. But yeah, I can't even imagine what 360 hertz refresh looks like. That's just like it's got to be so fluid.
Duty plays at 240. Yeah.
240 is another 50% better than that. So that's insane. Yeah. I can't wait to see this in person. Like you said, I'm in the 4K world now. But I guess
like 2K, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is the HDR and the refresh rate is the two big things there. I think 4K is, I mean, I get it. It should be the norm by now. It's like getting AC in your car. It should just be there at this point. When you buy a monitor, it should be 4K.
Yeah, when you buy a car, it doesn't say power windows anymore either.
Yeah. So I agree. It should be that thing. But I think it's because they might come out with a 4K model. To be honest with you, they might be just showing this one off and then come out with a 4K model soon. So
That's true.
Maybe it's easier to make your first generation a 1080p at 360 hertz. So.
Yeah, I would hope to see a larger monitor coming out too, because 24.5 inch is pretty small. I mean, I don't know what you guys use.
But they're also looking at, so this is for esports. Yeah, so they're also looking at size of displays. Like once you're getting too big, like 27,
you have them all side by side.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have to pan your eyes. That's the thing, is these guys see the whole screen at the same time. Yeah. So as soon as the screen is bigger than your field of view, then you have to pan, and that's a reflex point. So All right. Down to a couple stories. Who wants another one? All right, I'll take one. Free-to-play games push digital game spend over $109 billion in 2019. And this includes games like Fortnite that made $1.9 billion themselves in 2019. $1.9 billion. This includes all of people playing fucking Pokemon Go and fucking Wizards Unite, or the mighty quest for epic loot, buying their passes, or whatever they're spending their money on free-to-play games on. This is an insane amount of money. $109 billion.
I can see it. This is where, I mean, Game Pass, like, I can see it. This is where things are going.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if we should all, as homework for our next show, we should add up what we spent on free-to-play games last year.
In 2019?
Yeah.
Jan's going to be like, sure, I knew it. I knew it was coming. I got it before you got the handout. Jan says he never spends anything.
All right, Jan's is easy. So, what about
I just don't. I mean, I feel like I can earn it, and I want to work harder to earn it, to spend money in the game. And there's nothing like really like, I know I like to play dress up, you know, the way Derek calls it, but I don't need to have every skin in the game. If I can earn it in the game, good, I'll earn it in the game, but I'm not going to buy it.
A lot of this is coming from mobile. Had 64.4 billion of that mobile.
Well, and so you got to think,
everybody playing all their slot games and all their like
Pokemon Go's.
Well, and Pokemon Go, and people like you know, spinning, or Wizards Unite spinning the coin, but like they also don't take into account like they take into account like how much people have earned in the game, and they're spending that as well. Because so there might be a percentage that, and it's probably not, you know, $1 billion, but there is probably a percentage that like the people like me that are, you know, maybe $1 million of that is not actual like.
No, this is actual real money spent.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is coming from the stores.
This is the currency sellers, not the in-game spend.
I find it interesting that the report that they pulled some of this information from, they claim in there that the free-to-play games accounted for 4 out of every $5 spent on digital games in 2019. I'm like, that's a huge portion. Like when you think about it,
that's 80%.
80% of digital downloaded games is free-to-play money.
Yep.
Everything that I spent money on was free-to-play games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I bought a single game.
On mobile, you mean?
Yeah, on mobile. Like, I don't think I actually bought a mobile game. All my games were free to play, and
yeah, actually, I scoff at pay mobile games
too. Or
yeah,
they're probably cheaper. We should probably switch to those.
Well, that's one of the selling points of Apple Arcade is all of their games are you get them as part of the subscription, and none of them have microtransactions. So, I don't know. I just found it an amazing stat that's a huge amount of money. If anyone said that, like, even if you just take the phone games percentage and say it's 64 billion, did you ever think that free phone games would make $64 billion in a year? No. Or Fortnite, $1.9 billion. That's why they throw the best parties. Like, like it's insane. That's a huge fucking amount of money. So, all right, last story.
I don't think anybody cares about this one.
Yeah,
I'll take this one because this is the thing that should get Yant on a PlayStation. Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection is free on PlayStation Plus in January. So this is every fucking Uncharted game. Yant has said many times that he would that's one of the games he would play a PlayStation 4, the Uncharted games. And come tomorrow until the beginning of February, they're all fucking free.
But you have to have PlayStation Plus.
But you have to have PlayStation Plus to play online. It's just like Xbox Live.
Why
but I don't currently have PlayStation Plus, so if I wanted to play this, I would have to get PlayStation Plus.
No, you have PlayStation Plus. I pay it every year.
It expired.
No, I pay it every year.
And you don't use it?
Okay, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, I buy it every year.
Somebody's no interest. Look at the bills. I could care less.
The cost of doing business. Like, I pay for that shit. I'll turn that thing on once every 3 years, and I'll still pay their $50 a year. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Cost of doing business. Boom.
Blue ass in chat, is that U.S. or worldwide?
Probably U.S.
Is he talking about the Nathan Drake collection or the mobile spend?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. That's what he gets for lagging.
No, it was talking about the mobile spend.
Oh. I don't know if that article said. We've moved on.
Yeah. That's in the past.
We're talking about Nathan Drake. Now, I will say I played through all but the last of the Uncharted games, and they are super fun.
All but the last? What?
All but the most recent. That's the only Uncharted game I did not play.
4?
I played all. Yeah, I played the first 3. I think there were 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then there's the one that doesn't have.
I've played them all, so.
Yeah, and they're good games, right?
Yeah. It's got yeah. They ended it really nicely too.
Oh, no spoilers. So I think that's a pretty fucking sweet give for it. We're not talking. This isn't like a Game Pass service. This is like games for gold. So that's a pretty good give.
I would still have to buy a PlayStation and PlayStation Plus, and I'm not doing either.
You could probably get a PlayStation on the cheap so hard, or you could sign up for PlayStation Plus now and download this.
Selling him in on this? I'm confused.
I just think we should all have all the consoles. That's all I'm saying.
No, I disagree.
It's not happening, dude. It's not happening.
Well, all right.
Well, somebody in chat just said they just sold their PS4 yesterday.
No,
good boy.
No.
Or girl.
You should have picked it up. No.
Why? I don't want it.
Well,
I don't need a paperweight.
Every once in a while, I have to dust ours, and then I turn it on, and I have 17 updates to get.
On accident? Yeah. Oh, I dusted it, turned it on. What do we do? Oh
no. Yeah, you gotta wait like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How do I
3 days while it updates.
Yeah, it always has updates, but someday we'll play more of it when it's the PlayStation 5. Yep.
Not getting that thing.
No, we're getting two Xbox Series X's and 1 PS5 on launch day.
Oh boy.
And one year PSN.
We'll be discussing later.
Oh, we won't.
Yeah, most of us are switching over that way too. So
yeah, I play them all. All right. Well,
you own them all. You don't play them all.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Here's a difference.
All right.
Yeah. When was the last time you played your Switch?
Oh, I didn't even want that Switch. I only got.
Oh, here it goes.
Because you were hogging the other Switch.
Played it like crazy.
Yeah, you were hogging the other one, so we needed 2.
All right, we have a
serious.
Switch for sale.
That's your Switch. You can sell.
Let's be serious. Derek only got a Switch because of Pokemon Go.
I technically did.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Technically did. But I did play a shitload of Tetris on it because I do like that Tetris game. I should go back and play some more of that. That's a good couch game that I could play too while I'm doing something else.
Yeah,
Tetris 99 is
Nintendo
strong
Online as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the family pack because we have
full
kids
year?
with Switches. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that family pack's cheap. So yeah, you buy it once, everybody's got it.
You knew about that subscription, right, Tiff?
What was that?
You knew about that subscription, right? That's not.
Yeah,
that's
I
not
did know about that.
Okay.
I did know about that one.
Are you still
I
playing for
did
World of
not
Warcraft?
No,
Yeah.
no, I have stopped paying for
It might be. I wouldn't know about that one.
Cost of
Yeah.
gaming.
No, it's a cost of doing business. It's not
Probably,
like
probably being charged some random credit card that no one
Cost
sees.
of doing business. You write all this off at the end of the year.
no.
You know
no,
how
it's
Mandalorian.
just like,
You know,
the cost of doing
Mandalorian.
Uh,
You know how Mandalorian that guy had that saying, "I have spoken." Derek's is the cost of doing business.
I have bought it.
Cost of living.
I have spent the money for it.
no, mine is still I have spoken.
Oh boy.
Cost of doing
Guys,
business, I have spoken.
I mean, spoiler.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they say, and she's happier, and the more I'm happy. Right on.
Yes, as
Oh,
you
this
pour
got
yourself
really
another vodka.
Really fast.
All right.
We're in the show.
All right. So That was the news. If you have stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. You can also comment on this episode's thread in the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors. If we had any this week, we'd be talking about them here, but we don't. So here's the deal. If you want to sponsor the show, we don't care if you're a big sponsor, a small sponsor, you just have some mom and pop bullshit. We'll scale the cost to you. Like, maybe we'll even throw you a bone, do an ad for $20. Like, we don't give a shit. So if you have something to say and you want it out there to an audience, just reach out to us, podcast@tooltoplay.com. Tell us what you want to sell. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done. Twitter us up. We have some Twitter channels, twitter.com/tooltoplay. Everything podcast always at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, god of everything that's holy. I'm at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/IsaacHitman.
Twitter.com/Electrify.
Twitter.com/James A. Yant.
And twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of some of us. I am at facebook.com/Derek Nolan. Tool to Play at facebook.com/Tool to Play.
And I'm at facebook.com/Selden007.
We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tool to Play. That's where we archive all the video content of this show, of our live streams, of Hits Quick Hits, of Tiff's immature interviews, of Thick and Thin with LB and Duty featuring I6 Hitman, of Selden's Dick Cam, all of your favorite shows. They will all be back in 2020. We have made a pledge to bring all of your favorite content back in 2020 to YouTube. So please go to youtube.com/Tool to Play and subscribe to us there and be notified whenever we get new content posted. Please rate and view the podcast on iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews. Drop 5 stars in there. 5 stars. And if you got an extra 5 seconds, say something a little nice. Be like, hey, these guys are pretty awesome. They make my workday commute better, and I can actually feel like I mean something, or whatever you want to say about us. Like, that's probably what most people say. At least that's what I hope people are thinking when they listen. But definitely just give the 5 stars. And if you just have 5 seconds, just write something nice. We have a Discord channel where you can chat with us all day long live and all night, really. So if you go to tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord, that's tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord. You can join our Discord and chat us up. Come on. And you can also suggest things for the show or anything else you want us to talk about there. We have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/tooltoplay. That's where we broadcast this shit live to you each and every Monday night. We come at you live. We broadcast all of our other streams there. We host those streams. So if you're on mixer.com/tooltoplay, you are getting all of our live video content as it comes out. We also have our own Mixer channels. I'm at mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at mixer.com/IsaacHitman.
Mixer.com/Electrify.
Mixer.com/YachtDog7.
And I'm at mixer.com/Selden007.
And I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, at mixer.com/Tool to Play. And on that, why don't we wrap this New Year's episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Rogan.
I'm Tiffany Electrify Nolan.
I'm James Yacht Dog Yant.
And I'm Chris Selden007 Selden.
Happy New Year.